welcome back to my channel, guys. So today we will be talking about subtracting polynomials. We've done it adding polynomials, so hopefully you guys understand that, because that information will be necessary in this, like collecting our like terms. So let's get right into this. These are questions, so if you want, pause the video right now and please try them. Even if you get it wrong, it's fine, try it right now. So first, let's begin with understanding what the distributive property is, because that's the essential part. So the definition, it helps us eliminate the parentheses by using multiplication from outside to inside the parentheses. What that means, let's look at these two examples here. So we're using multiplication from outside to inside. Multiplication outside to inside. So we're essentially just multiplying A, the outside, with the inside. So what's A times B? AB. A times C plus AC. Now it was simple with the addition sign. Now let's look at with the subtraction sign. A times B, AB. But now we're looking at A times negative C, which would be negative AC. Question 1. We have 3x cubed plus 6x squared minus brackets 9x cubed plus 4x squared minus x brackets. So let's look at the first part of the question. We're going to divide this into two steps. Step 1, step 2. So for step 1, we want to distribute. We're going to use the distributive property, and you're going to be wondering, well, how do I do it? There's nothing in front of there. Well, there is an invisible one here, and that's what we're going to be using to multiply the outside with the inside. So let's just draw an arrow. So let's start it. 1 times 3x cubed. 3x cubed, right? Oh, that's about it. 1 times 6x squared. That was simple. Now for the second step. So we will be distributing the negative here. So we have our invisible 1. So negative 1 times 9x cubed, negative 9x cubed. Negative 1 times 4x squared, negative 4x squared. Negative 1 times negative x. A negative and a negative is a positive, hence positive x. That was simple. We did our distributive property for the first part, and then we did our distributive property for the second. Pretty simple if you ask me. So now we will be starting our second step, which is collecting our like terms. So here, we've done this already. I will highlight it for the first question, but the second question we should know by now, right? So and then your x is by itself. So 3x cubed minus 9x cubed plus 6x squared minus 4x squared plus x. Now, last step, combining them. So hence 3 minus 9 is negative 6. So negative 6x cubed plus 6 minus 4, 2x squared, and plus x. There, we got it. Simple. So now we're looking at 2y cubed minus 3y squared plus 6y minus 10 will be our first part. Second part, minus 2y cubed plus 8y minus 2. Second part. So let's do our distributive property again. We should know this now. 1 times 2y cubed, 2y cubed. 1 times negative 3y squared, positive and a negative, negative 3y squared. 1 times 6y plus 6y. 1 times negative 10 would be negative 10. So second part, we will put our invisible one there. So negative 1 times 2y cubed, negative 2y cubed, negative 1 times 8y, negative 8y, and negative 1 times negative 2, a negative and a negative will be a positive, so positive 2. Now, the easy part is just collecting your like terms. So we have 2y cubed, another cubed, squared, we have another, nope, 6y, 8y, and then your negative 10 and 2. Right, so same base and same degree. So now let's put them together, write that out. Okay, last step is just collecting your like terms and combining them now. So 2 minus 2 is 0, so that eliminates. Negative 3y squared is just by itself, right? So now 6y minus 8y, 6 minus 8 is negative 2, negative 2y, and negative 10 plus 2 is negative 8, right? So our answer was negative 3y squared minus 2y minus 8. Simple. Finally, we have our last question. I think this is the simplest question, but so hopefully I want you to try this one by yourself. It is the easy one. But if you haven't, that's fine. We'll work on it together. And hopefully you understand this method by now. So 5x squared plus 3x minus x will be our first part. And then minus 3x squared minus x plus 5 will be our second. Right, so just put them in two. It's easier to work. So we're going to put our invisible 1. 1 times 5x squared, 5x squared. 1 times 3. 1 times 3x. 3x, 1 times negative 6 is negative 6. Second part, let's put invisible 1 again. Negative 1 times 3x squared, negative 3x squared, negative 1 times negative x, a negative and a negative, a positive, hence positive x, negative 1 times 5 is negative 5. Second step, let's collect our like terms. So 5x squared, we'll go there, over x squared, right there, negative 3x squared, 3x, other, right there, plus x, negative 6, and negative 5. And now last part, let's combine them. So 5 minus 3, 2x squared, 3x plus x is 4x, negative 6 minus 5 is negative 11. So, minus 11. Our answer is 2x squared plus 4x minus 11. Hopefully you got this right, guys, and hopefully you understand subtracting polynomials. And tune in for our next video, which is multiplying polynomials. Good luck, and hopefully you get those straight A's. So don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like. Thank you.